The last time SU had two receivers catch for more than 80 yards was last year against Missouri, when Marcus Sales and Alec Lemon combined for over 300 yards. But the current crop of receivers know now's their time. Syracuse had many positives to take away from its 81-46 victory over Ryerson, but where SU really shined was in the paint. And when it's all said and done, Morris and McFarland say they hope to just live up to the legacy of the past SU greats. Reporting from the Manly football wing, Chris Williamson, Citrus TV. While the SU men's basketball team started practice on September 27th, the SU fans got to see their first look at the 2013-14 squad. Thanks to Lamar Patterson lighting it up from downtown and Syracuse struggling mightily on the boards, SU found themselves down late. And while Tyler Ennis may be a freshman, he certainly didn't look like it tonight, driving down this lane for 2 of his 16 points to give Syracuse the lead for good. 17,000 Maryland fans packed their way into the Comcast Center to see number 4 Syracuse take on Maryland, but to their disappointment, Syracuse escaped with a 57-55 victory, and with Jeremy Grant out most of the game with a sore back, it was due largely to the play of Tyler Ennis and C.J. Fair. After a scoreless first period, Southern New Hampshire wasted no time getting on the board in the second, as Bethy Ladeau found Emily Fogarty for her first goal of the season on a free kick. Welcome to the Lemoyne Sports Network. Chris Williams here alongside Gina Castellian. Lemoyne Dolphins are off to their best start in a couple of years. They have 2 wins in their first regular season since 2008-2009. Part of the reason why, Coach, is because of Emily Greer. What makes her so effective? Welcome back to Orange All Access. Chris Williamson here with Kayla Trainer. And Syracuse coming off a 16-4 victory over Cornell. Welcome to CC Construction, where we try to fix up this SU squad, and after a 56-0 loss, a lot of glaring holes for the SU team. Syracuse has a long history of churning out 1,000-yard rushers. From the likes of DeLon Carter and Antoine Bailey to Jerome Smith last year, it's a staple of the program. But with Smith possibly headed to the NFL and senior running back Prince Tyson Gully graduating, a changing of the guard is in order.
We just have to step up, just like they did when Antoine Bailey and DeLon Carter left, so we just have to step up.
Against Maryland in the top 5 Florida State defense, redshirt freshman Devontae McFarland and George Morris II gave a glimpse into the future, rushing for over 200 yards combined.
I just followed my rules and followed what my coach did and tried my best out there.
It just gives you more confidence and just something to build off of, and knowing that going forward that you have something to look forward to and just something to keep you pushing.
You know, George is a very physical runner. He was running up in the holes and he wouldn't go down. And then Devontae, you know, he has a great ability to take on hits but also make people miss an open space.
Along the way, Coach Jordan McDonald and the veteran backs have given advice to the young guns for when their time comes.
Just being patient is key, learning while you're on the sideline and just taking it all in, and then when you finally go out there, and just do what you've been taught to do.
You know, we've said for a long time that we feel like we have 2 really good young running backs, and they just keep proving that once they continue to grow and continue to develop, they're going to be really good.
And when it's all said and done, Morris and McFarland say they hope to just live up to the legacy of the past SU greats. Reporting from the Manly football wing, Chris Williamson, Citrus TV. Hey everybody, I'm Chris Williamson, one of the many campus correspondents for AOL.com during its coverage of the men's basketball tournament this year. Right now we're here at Syracuse University, where the Orange are up in Buffalo, set to take on 14-seeded Western Michigan in its second round game. Now, for those fans that could not make the drive up to Buffalo, you can be sure that this place will be rocking. The local bar scene, Fagans, Chucks, you name it, this place will be rocking with the SU faithful, so dedicated to their basketball fans. And that's my cue to get off the screen and let's see how these fans are feeling about this year's tournament and SU's chances to go far in the tournament.
I mean, I'm going to say we're going to go all the way because I bleed orange, but, you know.
Honestly, I could see this team winning it all. I could see them losing in the first round.
Going crazy, man. Yo, Syracuse is better win. They've been off their game.
I think the campus is confident.
The diehards are probably thinking we're going to win the whole thing, and the people who, the Chicken Littles of the world, are saying that we're going to lose tomorrow.
Well, I think last year no one saw them going to the Final Four, so this year they think they have to, and they won't.
Personally, I think we'll win the first round. I think we'll lose in the second round.
Where will you guys be tomorrow when the game's going on?
I thought so too.
Dude, I'm going to be pretty close to there, I swear. I'll be on my apartment on South Campus with my roommates, Chan, SU1.
Tomorrow I have an exam at 5, so I'm going to be studying and watching the game at my apartment.
So you feel this place will be rocking tomorrow?
Of course it will be. Like, Marshall Street is that place every time SU plays. So.
Does Syracuse get the win over Western Michigan tomorrow?
Yes. If we don't, then I feel very sad for CJ Fair.
Go Cuse! Go Cuse!
Syracuse men's basketball narrowly escapes an upset. Good evening, I'm Chris Williamson. A late surge from Syracuse helped prevent an upset against St. Francis in the Carrier Dome last night. 6-50, Syracuse forward Jeremy Grant says the upset scare served as a wake-up call for the team. The team's last non-conference home loss was to Cleveland State on a buzzer beater in December 2008, nearly 5 years ago. Next up for the Orange is a trip to Hawaii for next week's Maui Invitational. Syracuse plays Minnesota in the first game of the tournament on Monday. Former Syracuse basketball star Dion Waiters, now with the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA, denies he got in a fight with a teammate. Cavs point guard Kyrie Irving showed up to Friday's game with a black eye and a broken nose. Waiters didn't play at all this weekend, though the team's injury report listed him as sick. Jets head coach Rex Ryan says quarterback Geno Smith will continue to start. The rookie was pulled in favor of backup Matt Sims during Sunday's loss to Buffalo. Smith threw 3 interceptions and only 103 yards in the game. His passer rating was a whopping 10 before he was pulled. SU cornerback Julian Wiggum is back in Syracuse, where team physicians continue to monitor his health. Wiggum was diagnosed with a lung contusion after Syracuse's game against Florida State last weekend. He collided with 2 players in the end zone in the first quarter. Medical officials carted him off the field on a stretcher. Wiggum's status for the remainder of the season is uncertain. Rangers forward Rick Nash is back in the team's lineup for the first time in almost 6 weeks. New York hosts Boston tonight. Nash suffered a concussion in early October and hasn't been able to play for nearly a month and a half. He was finally cleared to play again 2 days ago. Nash could provide a boost to the NHL's 3rd worst offense, which has only scored 3 goals in the past 3 games. That's your NCC News Sports Update. I'm Chris Williamson.